So some of the fans are worried, saying that this fight is going to be in the Bronx, right? There's going to be a setup for Cuban to get jumped by people in the Bronx or Terror Squad. What do you think about that?
No, I think that Cuban in this situation, even though he's from the Bronx, he's the underdog because there's people that want to see him win, but there's more of the powers that be in the Bronx want to see him lose the fight. So I think they want to see him lose, and people are going to pay some good money to sit and watch Cuban fight because they want to see him lose. So I don't think they're going to try to jump him or anything like that. They're expecting and hoping that he lose. So that way they can always have something on him like, shut up, you lost the fight, you can't fight, you know?
Okay, so like we know that Joe's not showing up to the fight, right? But can you see Terror Squad members showing up to that fight, like a Pistol Pete, Tony Sunshine, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. You can't rule it out that Joe won't show up.
Nah, I don't see Joe going.
You can't listen. You can't rule it out.
He might show up in that purple hat though, that purple furry hat. If he do show up, he gonna be styling.
Yeah, like you never know. You never know. But for the most part, if they can watch it and see it, they're gonna definitely watch it.
It's just like after the fight though. I don't know, man. Like a lot of fans are worried that like people gonna be waiting for Cuban on the outside because Cuban has said a lot of controversial things. He's spoken out against a lot of people, and I don't know. I mean,
all right. So I wanna let me put this out there, Panda, real quick, because I know a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes. They're gonna have top-notch security there. There's gonna be a lot of police officers there because when you do something like that, especially if it's in the Bronx, community affairs get involved. And being that Cuban is high profile, and if you know that Cuban has a lot of problems with people on his internet, so do the NYPD. So
right.
The private security and also law enforcement, yeah, they're going to make sure that nothing happens to no one. So nobody will be waiting for Cuban. I'm telling you, a lot of people, they're going to go there just and pray that Cuban lose the fight because those are the people that don't like Cuban. But then Cuban has fans that's going to be there and they're going to be hoping he win the fight. So it's going to be real interesting, but never where it's not going to be to a point where Cuban life is going to be endangered or threatened at all. There's going to be too much security and too much police there.
Are you going to be walking Hocus down to the ring?
No. I'm not going to be walking Hocus to the ring.
But you're going to be there, though?
I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there.
Right.
But I'm not going to... That part is up to them now, Like, their little press conferences, whatever they're going to do, that's up to them. Look, bad enough. The reason why they fighting is because of the interview me and Cuban had. I don't want no more parts, That's it.
But I saw you said that, can I get my 6% now?
Yeah, I was just joking, man. And Cuban believed it too. He was like, yo, I got you, man. I'm going to give you some money. I said, Cuban, knock it off, man. That's yours.
He told me
that's
the same
your money.
thing, that he was going to give you some.
Yeah, look, just give me some complimentary tickets, all right? I shouldn't pay to get in. Just give me some complimentary tickets and we okay.
Do we know if Peter Guns is really going to be the ref?
It's a possibility. It hasn't been definitely put out there, but there's a possibility, Cuban's familiar. I mean, shout out to Peter Guns. Shout out to Peter Guns. Oh, hold on, I got to give a shout out to my man Gio too, Gio Vision. I got to give him a shout out. But for the most part, you never know what's going to happen. It's going to be a lot of surprises. That I know.